I was really pleased with practice tonight. I really thought that, the energy level was up. They were focused and ready to come to work. Again, I felt like, it was a physical practice again, and that was really, really good to see, and they were very, very focused. So it was a good last kind of full tilt practice before we kind of touch things up tomorrow and kind of tie everything up. But overall, I thought it was a really good day.
Can you give us an update on Corey Grant?
Doing better. He's doing better. Practiced a little bit tonight, and again, we'll kind of watch him the next day and a half, 2 days, and we'll see where he ends up. But I think he's made a lot of progress, as compared to this, where he was this weekend.
With him still a little banged up, maybe one of the walk-ons got to be number 4 tailback. If you had to go that far, or
that could be the case. Again, we're hoping that we're going to get guys healthy and things of that nature. But if we had to do that, then we're prepared to. Yes.
Are y'all going to do anything as far as to honor the kids that were shot?
Well, we are, but we're going to do something at one of our own home games. And so we're still kind of in the, that's still kind of in the works. But we're preparing to do that at home.
But you're not going to wear some kind of something?
One of the big things everyone's going to be looking at across the country this year is the new kickoff rules. Just wondering how that kind of, what your thoughts are on that and how that changes things.
Well, it'll be very interesting. It definitely changes things. There's no question about it. And it just, I think really from just conceptually what people's ideas are. Are people okay with conceding 5 yards, when you kick it out of the end zone? Some people are, some people are not. Some people have the idea of having more of what we call sky kicks, where you can get a little more hang time there, and again, you're 5 yards closer. So, some people's idea may be to obviously try to sky kick it and, have a little bit better chance to run underneath it. But it'll be interesting to see, just overall what people's ideas are with that. But I think it definitely is going to change conceptually what, the way people have approached that, in the past.
How beneficial, not just from a standpoint of getting guys used to playing inside, but having an indoor facility where you can make it loud for those young offensive guys especially. I mean, how much does that help this week getting them prepared for the game?
Well, I think there's no question that it helps. Obviously from a noise standpoint, you can do that. It helps your kicking game, being able to kick on that surface and, not just punt. I'm talking about field goals and things of that nature. It's good to be able to practice on the surface simply because, the speed of the game feels a little bit different to players than grass does. So that's, I think that's been a help.
What are you expecting out of Chris Davis this year, second year as a starter?
Well, Chris and I had that discussion today, and, I expect him to be a leader out there. He loves the game of football, and I expect him to be very productive while doing his job. But more than anything, he's played a lot of football here, and he's expected by his coaches, and he himself expects to play well. And so, but the leadership that he should be able to bring to the table, in my opinion, is a big part of where I think he's got to grow, and he's tried to do that. And we'll see Saturday night, the ebbs and flows of the game that, that you have to have leaders step up at that moment. He's got to be able to do that.
What's your favorite part of what Trent Fisher's brought this fall?
Trent's just one of these guys that loves ball. I mean, you can tell that he was probably a football gym rat, obviously with his dad, and he loves the game. And he's a fantastic kid who always gives you, the maximum effort that he can give. And, it's just really good to see success stories like that. A guy coming out of high school that some people might have thought was, a tenth of a second too slow or, 10 pounds too light. And here he is playing in the SEC. And those opportunities are great for us to see guys, take advantage of, because he's done that since he's been here. And it's just great to see a guy like that, you know, really succeed and love the game, you know, and just do it because he loves the game.
Have you decided how many guys you'll take on your travel squad?
We have not yet. We haven't solidified that.
Is there like a limit you can take since this is non-conference?
No.
We all have like walk through here Friday before you
We
go.
will. We will. Everything that we do on a home game, in that regard, we'll always do that for an away game. It'll never change. So we're all those creatures of habit, so we'll do the same thing here before we leave.
Anything else?
All right.